to my BGM for like 2 hours straight because I can't play music. Harmony, copyright. Stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. It's gonna be a little stuff. I'm trying to figure out how to capture the stuff and all the stuff. Give me a second. Okay. So computer screen is hidden. So I just want to try. I need to figure out how to capture my program. Give me a second. Oh, my thing is not open. It's not open. It's not open. I also got a, like, that is way too far. Over here. Okay. Yes. Yes, okay. No, it's not broken. The program just isn't open. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to, like, capture my program. God damn.
Grem. How are you? I hope great and wonderful. I'm so excited to watch you make art today. I hope you have a great time doing so. Almost forgot. Don't forget to take your meds. Forever showing love. Love you, Grem.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have to figure out how to get my thing working. How do I full screen a program? What's the thingy? The fucking click, like FN11 or something? What is it? F11? Like, what is it to full screen a program? F11. It's not working. Can I even full screen this? Why is my thing stuck there? I also have like 0 music and I need to add some. Give me a second. Hold on. How to full screen Clip Studio. No, I want to full screen the program. I can't do my desktop. That's like how you get doxxed. Clip Studio Paint.exe. Why is there like 4 different null things? Okay. Ah! This is so soft. Grandma, everybody, I'm trying to figure out how the fuck I'm supposed to capture Clip Studio. I need to play some background music also. This one, I'm gonna pull up my BGM. I'm just gonna look up how to capture Clip Studio Paint in OBS. Window capture. Display capture. I'm not doing display. Because of how art programs render game capture does not work. So I need to use window capture. Okay, got it. Window capture. Understood! Understood. I understand. I'm understanding. Okay, select window to capture Clip Studio. Oh, busting! Ah! I'm understanding. I did it. I figured it out. Hold on. I figured it out. Thank you for your patience. I figured it out. I'm goated like that.
Hot damn.
Stop being lewd. Okay. I want to see something, but I'm scared of clicking this. Oh, this doesn't even show the menu. Okay, so we really just... Okay, that's good. So I can, like, if I do this... Okay, nice! Okay, now I need to pull up my BGM. I'm so sorry. It's taking so long. I'm so sorry! I don't do art streams! I'm not an art streamer! I'm sorry! Okay, let me pull up my BGM. I'm pulling up my BGM. Give me a second. I'm so sorry. Also, Gremlin everybody. I'm so nervous. I don't do art streams like ever. Okay, what is this? Is this the BGM? This is about to blow my ears, isn't it? Okay, this is blowing my ears. Alright, what about this one? Dude, I feel like... Dude, I feel like playing the same music over and over again is just gonna be so fucking annoying. But, like, we might not have a fucking choice, I fear. We might not have a choice. I don't have a choice! I'm gonna get copyright struck! What do you want from me? What does Laura from Hololive do during her art streams? What does Aurora do? Seattle got copyright. It's like a pain to like credit properly without getting copyright struck. I'm gonna... Dude. I kind of want to just play the music and make this members only, I'm gonna be honest. Thoughts? I'm gonna make a poll. After the stream, though, that is. Hold on. Okay. Here. Here. I made a poll. You guys get to decide. No, I'm not gonna make VOD, not the live stream. VOD, not live stream. Like it'll be turned to the VOD will be turned to members only. Exorcist. Like you'll still be able to watch it live right now if you're here, but like when it's over, it'll be members only. I'll tell you what I'm doing in a moment. I pre-decided because I'm not gonna. Yeah, I pre-decided. Vote on the poll or I scream. Vote on the poll or I scream. I will scream right now. Vote in the poll or I scream. Don't tie the poll! Okay, it's looking like we're probably gonna do members only VOD. Okay, well, so, this stream was a highly requested stream because I do my own art for ASMR and I did my own model. And so I got a couple requests from people asking me to do an art stream and show them my art process and give tips and tricks on art. However, before I start, I want to make this important boundary clear. I'm not an art streamer. I don't want you to ask me to be an art streamer, and I will never be an art streamer because art is not my passion, it is a hobby. Do we understand? There's a reason that I do my process off stream. It's because I don't want to be known as an art streamer. Okay? I don't want to be known as an art streamer. Art is not my passion, it is my hobby. And it's mostly a way for me to save on money. I don't want to be known as an art streamer. Yeah, I don't want to be known as an art streamer. I basically only do art for myself and my friends. Yeah. So I don't want to be an art streamer. So don't expect, more of this. I don't want you to expect more of this, okay? This is just because it was requested and people wanted to see my process and for me to give them tips and tricks and stuff. And so that is I'm doing this because I love you. I'm not gonna be doing art streams on the normal, I'm not gonna be doing art streams often or maybe ever after this. Yeah. Maybe in the future, after I improve a lot and stuff. But yeah, only maybe once a year or something. Do you know what I mean? Maybe once a year progress update type stuff. But I don't want. Yeah, I'm not an art streamer. Never will be. Don't want to be. Art is not my passion. Art is a hobby. Don't want to make it my career. Not my career. Don't want to make it my career. Don't want to be known for it. Just appreciate, I guess, the side talent, which is not my main talent. And so, please do not expect... it would make me sad if I got, Mallows to be it's sad that you don't do more art streams. I prefer the art streams, blah, blah, blah. I'm not gonna be an art streamer ever. Please don't do that. Okay? No! Not a career artist! No! No! Hobby! 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 So today I'm gonna teach you some tips and tricks and stuff. Show you some of the stuff I use, and I'm gonna explain what we're doing today in a second. Cause this is gonna be kind of a co-working stream and stuff, and I know I have a lot of viewers who watch me who are artists and ask me how I draw certain things, and so that's why I'm doing it. Yes. Hobby! Alright, well, the VOD... Stop making the VOD... Stop making the VOD equal. Stop making the VOD... Stop making the poll equal. Stop making it equal. Stop making the VOD equal. Or whatever the fuck. Tied and stuff. I'm trying to wait. I'm nervous. Okay, I need to lock the fuck in for, like, what music I want. Dude, I wish I should have decided this beforehand, huh? I'm just gonna play one of my BGMs on repeat. Give me a second. But I'm gonna play one of the calm ones that's, like, more like background noise. So that it's less irritating than, like, my starting soon screen music on repeat for, like, 2 hours straight. I'm gonna play a more calming one, you know what I mean? Alright, hold on, where is it? Okay, this is an hour long. I'm not putting that here. This is too loud. Let's turn that shit down. Properties, loop. Okay, well now you can hear it double. Give me a second. Monitor. Only mute output, so now you can hear it and I can hear it. Can you hear it? Yeah, I decided to self-mod. That's it. Volunteer work is overwhelming. I decided to self-mod until I'm rich and can pay mods. That is the story. That's what happened. Yes. No bad blood at all. Oshi and Sonic, tell them I love you. They didn't get fired. I mean, technically, it's kind of... No. I don't know what I would call it. They didn't get fired because... It got dissolved! That's the word I'm looking for. My team got dissolved because I'm self-moderating now because volunteer is stressful. So, I want to pay my mods. And I can't, so... That's what happened. I'm the mod. I'm the mod! Alright, can you hear the calm piano music that's playing in the background? Can you hear it? You are not free. There's still gremlins. Hello? You are all in the basement. Grem hates us and wants us exposed. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay! Teaching time! Are you ready for Grem's art lesson? I'm gonna put some glasses on. Do I have glasses? I could become like a teacher or something. Do I have like nerd glasses? I don't have nerd glasses. Would you mind if I pull up some nerd glasses? Nerd glasses, VTuber asset. Give me a second. I'm pulling up nerd glasses.
Now Grem loves us and wants us to thrive and be whimsy in her basement.
Next voice critical video, the gremlin situation is crazy, is insane. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm looking for glasses right now. Okay, I don't give enough of a fuck. I'm just nervous. I don't give enough of a fuck. I gotta put something on my head or something, though. I need to give myself, like, a teacher asset. Of some sort. Like, how about... Gremlin, thank you for the follow. You've given your soul to me, and no publicity. Keep for eternity. Hope you enjoy your new body and your new life. I don't know who you are, but I love you. I'm not looking right now. I'm looking for an asset. Okay, I can't find an asset. I'm lacking in assets, for real. Well, shit, that sucks. Anyways. You should show off the other side of the model? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Okay, so... the reason why I didn't show y'all where this came from is because it's a different program. So, where I start, let's start from the beginning. I use, for posing and for this, right? You make the background like this. For posing, and for what you're seeing here, this thing, I use a program called Design Doll, which basically is a mix between Blender and Art Doll. So basically, you can make your own customizable like posing model that is based off the proportions of whatever character you want, and then save it and stuff. Which is where the Blender like customization comes in. Like you can like shape and mold it and stuff, and then like you can pose it. So it's like a mix of Blender. Like you make your own 3D models, and then like you pose them however you want. And so that is what I used for this. This is my basic stuff. This is my basic model that I like modeled to look like the proportions of me, so that I can pose it for art whenever I want. So that is what that is. And so that is what I use for posing and stuff. Let me just get rid of this background. The neck is too long, but I did the model forever ago, and I'm too lazy to change it because that shit was like really time consuming. Because I'm not a 3D modeler. And so I am not editing that model, so I'm just gonna shorten the neck real quick. As I work on this, I'm going to show you, I'm going to draw separate guides because I'm generous! I'm generous. You literally can have a GREN inside of your computer. It's called my pay-to-use, fucking... Where is it? You can't even see it. Do you see it? My cursor, the RAM cursor. Anyways, yes. So today what we're gonna be working on is the thumbnail for this week's ASMR video, which is gonna be Goth Emoto does your ASMR reluctantly. So I'm gonna be drawing a goth gram today. I came up with the idea up front so I wouldn't have to do it on stream because I don't know. I wanted to. Gonna be doing stuff like separately to show you how I would draw it in a different like angle. So for example, boobs and stuff, because in this one, so this is not symmetrical. This is not a symmetrical pose. So I would show you how I would do boobs if it were symmetrical. Most of my art, if you can see it on YouTube, the majority of my art...
Oh my god, Goth Grem, hell yeah.
The majority of my art is drawn very sketchy. I usually use this pen for both the, wait, there's a lot of stabilization. I usually use this pen for both the liner and the shading, or this one. And I usually rush it a lot. I really don't want to... I don't spend, like, hours on my art because, like I said, most of it, like, at least for YouTube, is a way to, like, save money, if I'm being honest. Like, it's a skill that I develop and use to save money because my VTuber art is, like, thousands of dollars, and I'm not spending, like, hundreds in commercial arts for every single week that I need to do an ASMR video, right? But that also means that I can't really afford to spend, like, hours into, like, a fully polished piece. So the majority of my art is, like, a sketchy colored style, right? If you want an example of something that's not sketchy that I spent a couple hours on, that would be the latest art that I did for Hayami's birthday. That's something that I spent a lot of hours on that I don't usually spend hours on. So this one I spent quite a couple of hours on. I don't usually spend this much time on a piece. For my, like, ASMR videos, it's very sketchy and more rushed. Yeah. Yes. Yeah! So, we're gonna do that today. I need to come up with, like, what outfit I want her to have. I already kind of have an idea. Well, I know that I want her to have, like, those, like, tattoo chokers here. But we're gonna start with the base. Yeah. And I'm gonna teach you things. My character is chubby. I'm gonna show you how I would draw a skinny woman versus a chubby woman. So I'm just gonna start. This is really weird. I'm not used to drawing on stream. You'll see my shit is like super rushed. Okay, so here we have an angle with the boobs. Okay, for chubby women, you want to draw the armpits a little more fat. Like this. I'm actually gonna do, like, I'm gonna do a symmetrical version to show you what I mean right now. I've been thinking about this. I'm gonna show you how I draw armpits and boobs, like the torso area. I'm gonna show you the torso area symmetrically, okay? Give me a second. Let's do... I don't know how this symmetrical ruler works, so I kind of just slap it until it works. Cool, so I'm gonna show you how I would draw a chubby woman versus a fucking not chubby woman. So obviously I can't draw nipples, so we're gonna do it with like a tube top, okay? So let's assume there's a tube top. Chubby women definitely have a squish here, first of all, because chubby. So you just draw a little thing like that. And basically, for the armpits, I don't know what it's called. I'm gonna call it foo pit, because for a vagina, it's faux pas, so I'm gonna assume foo pit. You would draw it a little bulbous like that, because the pit isn't completely flat, because the woman is chubby. And then the boobs are squished together. So for a chubby woman, so my art, I draw like a straight line in the middle. I don't draw a space in between, because there is no space, because my boobs are together. And then chubby women, you can see on my VTuber model, chubby women have rounder shoulders. They have rounder shoulders like this. Right. They have rounder shoulders like this. Okay. Well, usually I don't make it that like this. Okay. Rounder shoulder like this. Now, I don't draw skinny women that often. So I'm gonna try my best. And I use this shit so much. This, dude. This fucking, like, warp tool is like a drug, man. This warp tool is like a fucking drug. Alright. It'll look better when it's colored, trust. Alright. And then... Oh, that's good for the example. And then, let's do a tube top for... I don't draw skinny women that often. I'm gonna draw... Okay, I'm more used to drawing chubby women, so for the skinny women, I am gonna draw, like, a base and stuff. Give me a sec. Alright. Yeah, I'm drawing the base, because for real, I don't draw skinny women that often. Okay, skinny women, skinny girls, they have more like, squarish shoulders. It's still softer. It's still rounded, like, it's still soft, but they have squarer shoulders. And then if you use the tube top thing, okay, the tube top thing. Okay, and then over here, their armpits would either not be visible at all, or it would be like a more thinner line. Like, it would be a more flat line like this. Yeah. Like this. Well, her tube top is way lower than this chubby woman. So, anyways. And then her cleavage would be more like flat-chested. Well, you can have skinny women. I'm talking about like a flat-chested woman, by the way, just so we're clear. Hold on. Yeah, it would be more like squared and straight. I'm drawing her flat-chested as well, like this. This will make more sense when I shade it. Yeah, that tube top is really low, but it doesn't matter. Fucking the fold here. Fold for the tube top. And then here it would be more like this. Because bulbous. But there would still be a fold. It just would like present differently like this. Alright, there we go. Alright. And then let's like shade it. So I show you how I shade it. Quick. Okay, I'm showing you like how I do the basics. So that you can understand when I do the actual thing itself. I start with flat colors, which are usually I do them really messy, and then I just clean the outline after. What color should we make the tube tops? Just white? Just white? Yeah. I'll show you tummy after. And I'll show you eyes as well. I'll show you tummy, I'll show you eyes, and I'll show you feet, but I'm still learning, like, honestly, my expertise is chubby boobs. I'm still learning feet, and I'm still learning flat-chested women. So, yeah, and then basically, I'll clean after. I'm, like, super messy, and I'll clean after. Because I don't give a fuck. I'm not a career artist, and so, like, I'm not really a perfectionist when it comes to my art, right? I'm not really a perfectionist when it comes to my art. So, yeah. It's more messy than the regular artist who, like, really, takes the time and is a perfectionist and goes over a gazillion times. I don't do that, for real. Yeah. Not traditional. So, here, dude, how do I even explain how I shade? It's so, I'm not a teacher! I'm not a teacher, so just look, okay? Okay, so, when you take a color for shading, you don't want to put it grayer. Like, you don't want to put it darker, just, like, change the hue, because that looks, like, deadish, right? So, instead, you want to, instead of lowering the, the brightness, instead of lowering the saturation and brightness, you want to lower the hue so that it has more, not like that color's ugly. So, like, dude, I'm struggling. Okay, like that, yeah, that's good. You wanna, like, change, you wanna, like, move the saturation, yeah, so that it's, like, type shit, yeah. I'm struggling, okay, like, and then, like, so here, presumably, there would be a head. So, like, there would be shading here. Oh, also, shit, hold on. I do this on another layer. I do this on another layer that I, like, clip to the bottom one so that if I make mistakes, it's chill. Alright. I would say, like, this. This. Now, what I like to do as well, I don't know why I do it. I saw other artists do it, and I was like, yeah, that adds, like, variety and shit or whatever. Is I'll usually take, like, an accent color that's seen throughout the design a lot or something, and I'll, like, add it to the shading. Like this. And then, like, what I'll do it rough like this, and then I'll use this blur tool. Wow, now we have a neck. And now it's blurred. Look at that. Now we have a neck. Alright. So, I'm like the worst teacher of all time. This might be a little too dark. So if it's a little too dark, that's chill. You go into edit, you can't see it, but I go into edit and I go into total correction, hue, saturation, luminosity. You can't see the tab, it's okay. And then I'll just, like, luminosity a little higher. I'll just edit it like that. If it's too dark, it's fine. And then I edited it by 20. And then that looks better. That looks better. That looks better. Well, this is just how to show you how I do it. So, no, there's no head. Anyways. And then, copy, paste. Okay, now I show you how I draw the boobs. Okay. So, let's go with chubby woman boobs. So, like, type shit, like, 6'7", like, so basically, like, over here, there would be, like, a little bit, so, like, the boobs are squished together here, right? So, because they're squished together here, there wouldn't be much of a shadow here, right?
Six
But
quadrillion 767
what the
trillion
fuck?
676 billion 767 million 676 thousand 767.
So because this is a chubby woman, the boobs are squished together, and because they're squished together, there's no space for shadows in the middle because the boobs are squished together here. But they start separating more at the bottom. Well, the shadows here are because of the tube top, and then at the top is where the boobs start separating. So this is where, over here is where the shadow would appear because the boobs start separating, right? And then over here, because the boobs is getting squished, there would also be a little bit of a shadow like this, yes. And then because the armpits are also kind of getting squished, honestly, I don't know the logic behind this. I just know that I like my armpits to look juicy and oiled up. So I add a little bit of oil like this. Anyways, and then the arms here are getting shadowed by the rest of the body. So like this, the shadow of the arms, yes. The shadow of the arms, yes. Okay, and then over here at the top, because the boobs, right, the boobs are bigger than the torso area, right? And those are big boobs, and they curve like this, right? They like if it was a side view, right, it would be like, oh shit, right, it's like clipped. Hold on a minute. Okay, if this was a side view, right, this would be like, it would be like, the boobs would be like this, right? And then like the tummy, but like because of this curvature over here, there's this shadow right here. Because of the head, like the head over here, the head, let's say the head is here, right? The head casts this shadow on the boobs, right? Like right here, because of the curvature, because these boobs over here, it's in the sun. Over here, the boobs here, they're like in the sun type shit, right? And so because the head is here and it's casting the shadow on this like area. Does that make sense? I'm a horrible teacher! I told you guys I'm not a career artist, dog! Anyways, so because the boobs are big, does it make sense? Hold on a minute, dude. Oh my god, I'm gonna try to explain this better. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so like chest, boobs, okay? Boobs. And then like head here type shit, okay? And because the head is casting a shadow over here and the boobs are protruding towards the sun, there would be a shadow here above the chest area. Okay? Okay, so that's what we're gonna do here. Give me a sec. Fuck, I like doodled a bunch and now it's like fucked my shadows. Okay, so because of that, we're gonna do that shadow here, okay? And the shadow, this is how I do it, okay? This is how I do it. Now it's gonna look weird at first, but trust. Okay, I do the shadow like here, like this, yes. And then I fade it out a little bit. Trust, just trust the process. It's gonna look not ass at the end, okay? Trust. Like this, and then I take the fucking thingy. I take the thingy, yes. I take the thingy. Dude, just trust the process, big dog, okay? It might be too dark. It might be too dark. Hold on, let me lock in. Also, over here, fucking. This is, the angle is horrible. Give me a second. Okay, trust the process. Give me a second. Okay. And then, like, that's too dark. So, like, okay, cool, type shit. So now, you can, like, see... Ooh, that's not the color I meant to pick. And then, so now you can see, right? That you can see where the, like, slope is. Where the boobs, like, attach. And you can see where it protrudes. Do you know what I mean? Can you see what the effect did? Like, it shows you where the, like... Do you know what I mean? Was that not witchcraft? Do you see what I mean? Okay. Now, because the boobs are protruding still, they're in the sun. They're in the sun, yeah? So we still need to create the boob highlights. So I'm gonna do it a little bit brighter. This is about to be witchcraft, pay attention. This is like the juicy part, okay? Just a tiny bit of highlight, not extreme. Just a tiny bit lighter. Now I'll take some white, yeah. Now this is an artistic choice. This is an art style thing, okay? Now, this is where we're gonna put the sun highlight. Just wait, watch this. Watch this. Boom. Honestly, we can make this bigger. We can make this bigger. I think this shape might be better for this scenario. It's just a matter of shape. Nah, the other one was better. All right. Cool type shit. And now I'm gonna put a little more highlight. There you go. See it? Do you see the effect? Do you see the effect? Now they're juicy. And now they're juicy. Okay? Now they're juicy. I'm just gonna go in and refine the shadows and stuff. Yeah. So, yeah, now they're shiny and juicy. So that is why, like, that's also why in, like, every single piece of art that you see me do, like, on YouTube and shit, like, all of my artwork, the rest is, like, super sketchy, and then, like, the fucking, and then the boobs are, like, perfectly rendered. I draw boobs a lot. I think boobs is what I draw, chubby boobs is what I draw the most, I think. Anyways, let's make these armpits a little juicy, okay? Let's just add, like, just a little bit of highlighting, just a little bit of blur. There we go, they're juicy now. Okay, now this is a personal artistic choice. I think this is an art style thing, but I like to add blush at the extremities. So the knees, the shoulders, the tip of the hands, and the feet is where I will add, like, blush. So I'll add, like, blush, like, right here on the shoulders. And then I'll add, like, a highlight line like this. That looks like a sperm, but it should look fine when blended. Yep, there we go. Yeah, type shit. Okay, no, I preferred it before. There we go. You know? Yeah, uh-huh. So, yeah, so that's how I draw juicy, curvy boobs. I'm still learning with the, it's harder to draw big, juicy, curvy. It's easier for me to draw big, juicy, curvy boobs than it is flat-chested. I'm so sorry. So, for the top, if it's white, I rarely use gray. I usually use an accent color. So if the other colors on the outfit is pink, let's go with pink, then I'll get, like, a muted pink for the top. That would also let me merge. I'm a super merger. I know that the majority of artists, you can't even see my fucking layer list. The majority of artists keep all of their layers, but I'm, like, uber autism, and that shit gets, like, confusing for me, and I don't know what I'm clicking on anymore. So if I'm done with something, I immediately merge it. And so at the end, I have, like, 3 layers or something. Like, I merge my shit when I'm done with it, so I don't usually have, like, a gazillion layers like multiple artists do. So I just, like, for example, I just finished, the skin. Well, I'll give you an example. I finished the skin shading here, right? So I merged the skin shading with the base skin color so that now I can focus on the clothes shading on its own layer, and if I fuck up, it won't be tied to the skin shading, and I'm not gonna accidentally delete the skin shading. Could I keep the skin shading on a different layer? Yeah, but then that's a lot of layers. Why would I keep the layer I'm done with, you know? I don't know. So, let's start with this. I don't even know how to explain clothes.
So you can crash out harder when you realize the tiny mistake you made hour ago on layer 43 you merged too long ago.
Yeah. Yeah. But that rarely happens. That has happened, but it rarely happens just because of how, like, simple I make my art and how sketchy I make it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I do full rendered pieces with, like, backgrounds and shit, right? Like, it's not like I do full pieces with, like, rendered backgrounds and stuff. So when I make tiny mistakes, like, I just kind of just go over it, and it's not that big of a deal. Do you know what I mean? Alright. Let's go with that. So this is because, okay, so if you think about it, I'm gonna show you, okay, hold on, I'm gonna show you the example again. The side view. The side view is back, so big boobs, yes. Big boobs. Shadow under, because sun here. Shadow no reach under. In no reach under. Shadow here. That is why. Understand? So from front, shadow under. Shadow under. Yes. I'm explaining this shit like I'm a monkey. Is it actually helpful? Am I even helpful right now? This is like the worst teaching stream of all time. Is this even helpful? Is this even helpful? Okay, and then usually, because clothes have like folds, like, because the boobs are big, usually the clothes will get stretched and shit, and then the stretches, they cause shadows type shit, right? The stretches, they cause shadows. And then I'm gonna add like a little bit of fancy coloring just for some variety. Woo, art style. Watch this. Watch this. Okay. Okay, now watch this. Watch this. Type shit. Type shit. That's too dark. And then I'm gonna take it under as well. You want to take it under as well. Under the clothes as well. You want to like... And if you want to give more dimension... Fuck. A little bit darker under. Like this. But then... Connected. There we go. Wow. Wow. Do you see the vision? Here, there's a fold here. There's a fold here and there's a fold here. So like, the folds always have a tiny bit of a shadow type shit. Wow. Clap. And now I'm going to show you how I do the line art. It's very simple. It's very simple. Let me make this shit a little bouncier. This is where this sick, cool tool comes in. Let me see. Yoink. I use this shit a lot. The liquefy tool, I use it a lot. Alright. Now, I'm gonna show you how I do the line art. It's very simple. I take the darkest of the shading I've used, a little bit darker, and I just color over it using a clipping layer. That's not dark enough. This. Cool. And then... Wow! Yes. Boobs. So... And, This is like super art style, and I don't know why I do it, but I usually go over. I add a layer, and then I make it screen. I don't know if it's screen or overlay. I have to remember like every time, and I'll put it like in whatever the color of the outfit is. Is that the right thing? First of all, yes. Okay. And then I'll like go over the thing, and then it'll add like a little something something. Wrong layer. It'll add a little something something, and that's like the glowy thing you see in the final product. Yeah. Can I get a clap on big boobas? That's how I draw boobs. Tell me I'm a good teacher! Tell me I'm a good teacher! Did you learn anything? Did I explain anything in an understandable way? Did I explain anything understandably? I started with my specialty because the rest is gonna suck. So.
Clap, clap.
Hey, y'all!
You are a great teacher. Flappy LAP dot dot data. I mean, clap, clap.
Hey, y'all! Yeah. Next. The flat breasts. So for the boobs, I do the same thing for the shading, but because they're flat, there would just be less of it, right? And, yeah, that's it. There would just be less of it. It would just be less prominent because they're flat. That's it. That's it. That's all I got. There would also, yeah, there would just be more prominent. There would be less prominent, type shit. Yeah. Just less prominent type shit? Yeah. Y'all get it? Type shit. I am not a flat boob expert. Yeah, exactly. The shader would just have to be lighter. Because there's just less of it. Because there's more sun. There's just less of it. There would still be some. Because boob hot. Hot boob. Sexy boob. Yeah, it would still be there. There would just be less. Yeah. What the hell? Is there a line art on here? There is. Yeah. Type shit. Fucking give me a second. I'm gonna cook. Let me cook. I'm not a small boob expert, by the way. I'm not. I really am not. Damn, I'm really not a small boob expert. Grandma Cat, thank you for the sub. You've given your soul to me. The blush like on the shoulders? Like what do you mean, which blush? I still had to add a highlight just because it makes it like very sexy and I'm a gooner, so. It needs to be closer though, hold on. Like.
Don't worry, Gremmy. I sure plenty of flat-chested gremlings will be happy to send you some reference pics.
Hey, y'all! Yeah, you can tell I'm struggling more with the flat one. Ha ha ha. Any blush? Well, the blush that I put on the shoulder and the knees and stuff would be the same just because it's like more of an artistic choice. But yeah, for the shading, it would definitely be less. Yeah, like on the shoulders here would be the same. Type shit. I'm gonna do the line art in advance. Oh, give me a second. Armpits. Armpit moment. Armpit. Armpit moment. Alright, armpit moment. Yes, type shit. Dude, I'm struggling. Alright. Trust the process moment. Do you not like her flat boobs that are practically out? So, they're practically out. Here. Don't worry about what that is. Yeah, it's because she's skinnier. She's skinnier. A chubby woman would have rounder shoulders, and a skinnier woman would have squarer shoulders, yes. Mm-hmm. And honestly, yeah, the shadow would just be the same, but just, like, less. Just lower. Just less. Yeah, just lower and
Hey
less.
Grem, being a big boob cover yourself. How is your back doing? Tell
Bad.
them I asked.
Horrible. Horrible. It's doing bad. Bad! My back is doing horrible, thank you for asking. I need more flat practice. But just softer, basically, you know? You see the vision, yeah. Just softer. Just softer. I can't draw not big boobs to save my life. In my defense, the only art I draw is for my YouTube thumbnails. So, you know? That's my defense. Stop saying words that will get me banned by Daddy John Clancy. Okay. Alright, type shit. Hi, Yami? Oh, Gremlin, Yami? Yeah, Yami's like the only flat-chested woman I've been drawing. Ever, so. I'm not flat, bruh? Sure. That's what they all say. Yeah, that's it. That's the reference for the flat and the big, you know, type shit. You got it? Yeah. Say you understand how I draw boobs right now. Say you get it. Say you get it. You see the difference, right? You get it. You're understanding it? You understand how I drew it? Oh, you can also see that, the highlight on the chubby woman is more, like, rounded because sideways it's rounded, yes, versus the flat woman, yes, it's more flatter. So the highlight here is flatter, and the rounded one is more rounded to show the curvature. Do you understand? And then here you can see that the shading is more upward and the area that connects is more open, versus here the shading is way less connected, like this, because of the shading, the sun hitting less sun equal, you know, type shit. Oh, I saw your comment on YouTube. I'm sorry I forgot to read it. I'm just, like, very busy. I'm sorry, Kata, Gremlin. I'm just really busy being a teacher right now. I saw your message on YouTube as well. I have both chats. Don't worry. Thank you for liking my boobs, I guess. What? I saw your message on YouTube. I'm sorry. I'm just really locked in explaining things. Thank you. Thank you for watching me. I'm sorry I forgot to reply. I love you. Both of my chats are merged, so writing on Twitch or YouTube doesn't make a difference. They're in the same chat feed for me. So anyways, you understand the difference? Thank you, I love you! Anyways, do you understand the boob anatomy? Do you understand? I'm a very big boob enjoyer. I draw a lot of boobs and I look at a lot of boobs. I look at a lot of boobs, yes. I drew this so fast. Yes, teacher, we understand. Okay, next, we're gonna go into tummy anatomy. Can I get a heck yeah for tummy anatomy? Woo! Tummy anatomy, tummy anatomy, tummy anatomy, tummy anatomy. All right, so we're gonna go with tube top again because I can't do it without tube top, or we're gonna get nuked by Twitch.com. So, what is this layer? Okay, perfect. All right, so fat woman, hear me out. Big thighs, but the thighs do not realistically connect with the tummy. Okay, they don't. Usually there's a dip here. You have the thighs and you have the tummy here. Okay? Give me a second. I need to make it look not ass. Give me a second. And then goes up a little bit for the waist, and then there's the boobs, and then the boobs, and then boobs. Okay, but the boobs are a different story. Anyways, also I'm gonna liquefy this so it's more short stacked, because I know about short stacks more. All right, good. There we go. Fat tummy, poggers. So, we're gonna do the line for what's gonna be the pouch. Pouch here. I can't draw the thighs and the vagina area. Unfortunately, I will get bonked. So we're just gonna have to go with tummy pouch only. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Tummy pouch only. Alright. I am gonna make the goth girl thumbnail, but before that,
real art streamer type shit.
No, I'm not. Okay. But first, I want to show you, I'm teaching you techniques, bro. That's the whole point of the art stream, is to teach you. To be a teacher, and so that when I draw the thumbnail, you understand what I'm doing. Okay? Let me draw Tommy. Okay, usually over here, I'll draw like a fupa here, and then you'll get... Usually here you get fupa and big thighs, but I can't do that, so you didn't see that, okay? I can't do that, so you didn't see that. Understood? Say you understood. You understood. Exactly. Okay. Nice. Tummy moment. Now let's draw a flat tummy, which I have 0 experience doing. I think I did that once. I did a flat tummy once in my life. Okay. And it was for like 1 commission because I was poor. So... Dog, I don't know, man. Also, the fat tummy is taking too much space. Let me put it higher. It takes a while. Alright, cool. Alright, let's draw the flat boobs again. Give me a second. Okay, flat women would not have those dips here as... Yeah, she would not. Because there's no fat tummy. That's not... It's not fat enough. Give me a second. It's kind of complicated not being able to draw, Alright, type shit. The tummy here in this case is not symmetrical, because it's flat. Usually, like this. Yeah. Vertical versus horizontal tummy. Chubby equal horizontal. Skinny equal vertical. Understood? Chubby horizontal. This is so important because I'm so sick of artists drawing me with a fucking vertical fucking tummy. It makes no sense. Look. Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense to you? No, it don't. No, it don't. So this is important. Chubby horizontal. Skinny vertical. Begging. Say it. Repeat after me. Chubby horizontal. Thank you. Because I'm gonna show you why it's horizontal. Okay, with the side view again. Okay? Say boobs. Okay, my tummy. Say my tubby is big. Those are my thighs. My tubby is big, okay? But it's not a perfect round thing. It's not perfectly round because there is a belly button. Because of the belly button, okay? The tummy does like a little thing, like it does this, IRL, right? It does a little cave in. Like IRL, it's more like this. Do you know what I mean? Because of the belly button. And so because of that, it's horizontal. Because two round that like folds in on each other in the middle because of the belly button. Do you know what I mean? Because of the belly button. Do you get it? Okay? It folds. Because there's like it folds. It folds because the chubby belly folds. It's not a fucking balloon, okay? It's not a balloon, okay? It's not a balloon, it folds. So it's vertical. It's horizontal. Understand? Horizontal chubby! Folds. Alright. Sorry, if I get one more artist drawing me what's essentially a skinny woman tummy, I'm gonna crash the fuck out. Okay? There are folds, and the folds makes it horizontal. Yes? Okay? You don't understand the amount of artists who will draw my belly
Get horizontal
vertical.
with chubby women. Got it.
Graham, you seem very passionate. I get drawn skinny so often. It's so unbelievable. I get, like, skinny-fied so much. You know? Yeah. Alright, anyways. Let's move on. So, Let's, like... Damn, I'm just gonna draw her naked, but, like, without the things that would get me banned type shit. Alright, so no... There's not gonna be any, like, pussy teaching at all. I'm so sorry. I know you want pussy teaching, but there won't be any pussy teaching. Understood? No pussy teaching, so sorry. It wouldn't matter on a chubby woman because the folds are still there, Cat. The folds are still there. You're not really drawing... The belly button is hidden by the fold.
Chubby horizontal folds on skip.io67. Tight shit.
On a chubby woman, it's always going to be vertical because the chubby tummy creates folds. What you're drawing is the fold near the belly button. Do you understand? Sorry, I get really upset when artists draw me skinny! Please don't draw me skinny! Please don't draw my belly skinny! Alright. So, belly. The principle is the same as the boobs. Understood. So basically... Light, shadow, underbelly. Underbelly shadow. And here, there's a fucking fold, so more shadow. More shadow there. Because I said so. Because fold here. So, shadow over belly. Okay, give me a second. Trust the process. Okay? Because, yes. Here, connection. Just like we connect. Yes. We connect. Blend. Blend! Blend! Blend. Are you blending? Are you blending? Say yes, ma'am! Are you blending? Say yes, ma'am, I'm blending! Okay, here. In the sun. Tummy folds in the sun above. So, little bit of highlight here, little bit of highlight there. And then. Booyah. And you can do a little bit of a highlight here as well, but not as strong up top. Okay, the highlight at the top is not as strong because it's right under the boobs. It's right under the boobs. Right? So the highlight on top would be less obvious. Like this. Yes. Tummy. Tana! I'm just gonna polish. I mean, it's already... I pretty much nailed it on the first try, I don't know. Yeah, I pretty much got it on the first try, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know, a little darker in the middle, very darker, because belly button cave. The cave where the cum goes. I mean, what? That's crazy, who said that? Yeah, like that, a little darker, because belly button cave. Yes. Do you understand, chubby tummy? Hmm? Okay, teacher stretch marks or no? So if you want to be realistic, yeah, I don't know how to draw stretch marks because my art style is anime. So I don't draw stretch marks. So I don't know how to do them, sorry. But based on my personal experience, the stretch marks would be where the curvature of the fat expands. Just based on what I know. So it would be like on the side of the thighs here, on the side of the tummy here, and under the boobs here, because it would be where the fat like expands the most, right? So it would be like in areas where the fat starts expanding. So where it's the most rotund. Yes, is where the stretch marks would be. Teacher, let's be real, your style is not anime, it's hentai. You're expelled! You're expelled! For judging me. I'm allowed to goon. Alright, next. Rotund. Write that down! Write that down! Rotund women! Write down rotund women! Write down rotund women right now! Write down rotund women! I'm gonna do a poll. Alright, here, poll. Ooh, tummy. Grandma. Ooh. Who the fuck voted I hate rotund women? What the fuck? The I prefer lollipops vote, by the way, is just like your type is more lollipops / flat women, but you still respect rotund women and still see the beauty in it. It's just not your preferred type, but you love both, basically. The I prefer lollipops is you find both pretty, but you just prefer lollipops. Do you know what I mean? Which is okay, that's okay. You're allowed to prefer lollipops. I like both. You know what I mean? Alright. So basically, I don't know how to shade flat tummy. So basically, okay, flat tummy would still have a little bit of a... It's not really a pouch, but there would be a little bit of a something here. So there wouldn't be like a very stern line art like the like fat women, but there would be a little bit of a something, right? More like this. And then like type shit like vertical belly button, how I've like shaded it is like this. Give me a second, I'm trying to cook right now. I don't draw flat tummy enough. I need to draw more flat tummy. Yeah, it's like the same thing, but vertical and less intense, obviously, because there's not vertical folds. There's not vertical folds. So, like, it's not as strong of a shading. Do you know what I mean? There is no vertical folds, you know? So instead, it's more... Is that not bright enough? So instead, it's more, there's more highlights all around. Like, both sides, like this. Yes, like this. The proportion of the belly button seems a bit too big. If we look at hips location, prefer it to be... Oh, no, it's just the line art. It's gonna look softer, don't worry. That's the line art. Trust. Trust the process. And then, like, white, and then, like... But yeah, there would be, like, highlight on both sides. It would just be way more subtle. Hold on. Yeah, the whole thing would just be the same, but just sideways and more subtle. You see? Now, I can't really show you the poussé area because that would get me banned. So, unfortunately, I can't show you how it would come together with the poussé area. But it would be something like that. And then, like, hold on, I'll show you why I did the belly like that. It's because I'm just gonna soften it with the liner. And now it's softened. Yes. I'm gonna get my ass banned. So yes. Oh, I didn't do the line art for the first one. Yeah, that one I'm gonna keep it dark because it's the crevice. See? Look how it came together. Do you see the vision? And that is how I draw tummy. So we have how I draw boober and how I draw tummy. See? Do you understand? Did I educate you? Did I educate? Do you feel educated? How educated are you? You're so educated. What did I just do? What did I just do? Whatever. Whatever. Well, now we're gonna delete that because it's important to not get attached to your art. Goodbye. Or you could listen to my ASMR and see all my beautiful, sexy art that I do. I look like a muddy Lalafell? Eh? Now that you understand the basics of sexy women, I'm gonna apply this in practice. Or whatever this shit. You know, type shit. You understand the basics and you're ready for Goth Grem. Have you deserved Goth Grem? Have you deserved Goth Grem? Do you deserve Goth Grem? I'm not satisfied with the boobage. There you go, that's much better. I'll turn this off to see what it looks like. Okay, that's Pog. That's Pog. Alright. Probably make the boobs bigger. Yeah, probably make... Well, I'm gonna change the proportions after I'm done making the base of it. Now, if you look at literally any of my art on, like, YouTube, you'll see that I suck at hands, and that's okay because people... It's okay to suck at hands because people are not looking at the hands. I'm gonna give her the long nails like I usually have, except I'm gonna make them black. Cool. Grandma Colonel, thank you for the sub you've given your children. Your children into a pleasure to keep for all of eternity. Hope you enjoy your body and your life. Dude, sometimes I like, and not sometimes, often, I accidentally close my tablet instead of the pressing the button I'm supposed to be pressing. Okay. Oops. Also, I don't need the symmetrical thing anymore, because this is not symmetrical. Alright. Dude. Give me a second. Oops, wrong one. Ah, there it is. Alright, that makes more sense. I thought something was missing, and I was confused. I'll fix that later. Alright. We're short stacking the thing. Give me a second. We're short stacking it. Hold on, we're short stackifying it right now. What we're doing right now is short stackifying, okay? Now the neck is totally not in the right spot anymore, so. There we go. Alright. Oops. Oh, wrong layer. Damn. I'm gonna make the hand smaller because short stackify. Grandma Gary the Gooner. Goddamn! Crazy names. Yeah, okay. A lot of the hand is gonna be carried by the shading later on. The line art usually looks trash. Like, all of the time. Yeah, the line art usually looks trash all of the time. And then it gets carried by the shading. Yeah. I'm gonna put these two fingers together because it's gonna look better. Alright. Now you're gonna watch how I do nails, which is like super messy, but it'll look good, trust. Now, here's the thing, right? If I'm doing something like my VTuber model, like my 2.0 outfit or my main outfit that I'm wearing right now, I spend more time on it, right? I look at a gazillion references online to make it look good, and I actually take the time to polish it. Not for my YouTube videos. Like, my VTuber models, I take months doing them, right? Do you get what I mean? Okay, stop. Okay. No. I'm gonna need to bunk you guys. I'm self-moderating right now. This is twitch.tv. Reminder, this is twitch.tv. Stop talking about gooning to me. Thank you. Chill it down. Chill it down. This is twitch.tv. Why is my mod view not on? was I? This finger.
Just Becca's Grem is drawing sexy women. A herself doesn't mean we get to become brained gremlings.
Yes. Anyways, I was saying, for my YouTube art, I don't spend that much time on shit, but on my VTuber, I spent way more time on shit, you know? This is ass. These fingers need to go higher. Hold on a minute. Alright. That's better. And usually, I just leave it like that. Thank you, North Wolf! And usually, I just leave it as is. The nails should be pointing lower, though. I don't know if I can make that work. That's work. That's fine. I fucking hate hands. Alright. The reason the thumb is not there is because when you like hold your waist, you don't put your thumb in front with the other fingers. It's like in the back. It's either in the back, like over here, or like straight behind, you know? Like it's not in the front, so yeah. That's why there's 4. Like you don't put your thumb right here like this, do you know what I mean? Nobody, like that's not how people hold their hips, do you know what I mean? You get it? Cool. No, not cool. I'm liquefying the whole thing. Cool. I'm gonna make the neck thinner. For real. Just as an artistic preference. To make it more anime. Alright, and then I'll see how it works. I'll see how it looks anyways afterwards. Oh, I'm on the wrong fucking layer. Oh my god. Oh yeah, also another disclaimer. Usually I draw with like references on Google Images and shit for like poses and stuff. Right now I'm doing without reference. Since, I don't know, I'm trying to show my process, I guess. That shoulder is, there's a little squarey bit there. That bothers me. Oh, sorry. I don't use references when I do symmetrical. I do use a lot of reference when I do posing, though. Specifically posing. I don't use references for symmetrical, for real. But for posed art, like, she's kind of like, I don't know what the name of the angle is, like 350 or some shit? 1/4, 1/4? I don't know what the name of this pose is called. I know it has a name, I forgot what it is. Like, for anything that's not, like, symmetrical or front-facing, because my hair is not symmetrical, but anything that's not front-facing, I usually use a pose reference for. Nope. Where mirror also not work is crazy. Not really, it's anime style, so... I'm not anime. There's like something about this side that's bothering me. I'm doing it like front facing when it's not front facing. I want to try different things to see which one looks the most natural. I'm gonna crash out. I think it's fine. Is it fine? I don't really need this anymore, by the way. I don't really use references for their hair. What is the brass gram statue even? What does that mean? It was the pose guide, yeah. It was the pose guide, yeah. A little over a year. Alright. Did I do this on another layer? Okay, thank God. I'm not 5'2", I'm 5 exact. I'm 5 exact. Wait, no, that one's okay. It's the other one I want to change. Oh my God. Okay. Whew. No, I'm not working out. I can't. I have no privacy. I will when I move. I was sick of my family laughing at me and asking me questions about it. Anytime I needed to take a shower. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the hair and do the ears first. That's way easier, holy shit. Cool. That was easier, alright. That's good. Yeah, but I actually wanted to put them higher and I forgot. So, thank you for reminding me. I wanted to have them be like micro bangs. Ooh, I wonder if, like, if that would be cute. You'll see what I mean when I actually draw the bangs. Hold on. Grandma Cycle, thank you for following. You've given your soul and myself into a plus you can follow eternity. I hope you join the body and your life. No, I don't. I was going for like a anime style, but I'm just gonna do the mini bangs. You'll see what I'm in. Also, I just realized I didn't explain, but do you understand how I do straight hair? Now, if the bangs look really high right now, you'll see why in a second. Can you guys hear the piano still? I hope so. Wait, I can just check. Yes, you can. Okay. I'm gonna complete the circle. Okay, now I had a couple ideas for the hair, but basically my top idea was pigtails. I was going for like an e-girl emo. Do you know what I mean? Also, what the fuck do tattoo chokers look like? I give up. I'm pulling out references. There's multiple styles. I'm looking for the classic one. This shit. Okay, what the fuck am I looking at? I don't know what that pattern is. I feel like we just make a regular ass choker and we call it a day, right? But let's just make a lace choker and call it a fucking day, guys. Let's just do that, okay? Grandma, thank you for the sub. You've given yourself a show to plus you care full of eternity. Hope you enjoy your body and your life. How do I set this boundary without sounding rude? There's not... Dude, I don't know how to say this. Until I move, privacy-related questions you can just assume is a no. Okay, Goat Noodles? I don't have privacy, and I kind of don't want to, like... Yeah, I feel bad about repeating over and over that, like, I live in an abusive household because I don't want you guys to pity me. So anything that's, like, something that would require privacy, you can assume is a no until July. Like, whether it's working out or showering or... What else requires fucking recording NSFW stuff. Anything that requires... No, because what do you mean that... Are you being sarcastic? No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not a problem if, like... No. The reason why, like, the shower is a privacy-related question is because the point is that my family walks in on me. I don't have, like... If I take a shower... Like, they walk in on me, and they will just be doing shit in the bathroom. If I work out, they will just, like, they will barge in my room. If I'm recording, they will barge in my room. If I stream, they barge in my room sometimes, and I have to mute. Me taking my meds takes, like, 1 minute. Like, it's just me popping some pills. It doesn't require somebody else intervening. So, no, it's not a privacy-related question. Like, I do not have, like... I don't have rooms. Do you know what I mean? I'm moving in July though, fine a fucking Lee. Okay, so let's say the eyebrows are about here. Oh, that's the wrong layer. Alright. The way I do eyes... I'm gonna show you. So I separated into a couple parts, and so I'm gonna show you. This is like Life 2D brand. This is an art style thing also. So there's the top lash, and then there's like basically the connecting lash, and then there's the bottom, which is like this, and then there's the eye in the middle, and then like I often add one lash, right? Like this. Yeah. Does that make sense? So it's in these parts, so you'll see that in action. Is it on a separate layer? This is very important because I'm going to be moving that shit a lot. Alright. Oops. There we go. Oh my god, it's on the same layer as the nose, which is what I was trying to avoid. Okay. I'm saying. Okay, now this is a trust the process moment. Give me a second. It's just easier to do it that way. Cool. Cool. I can merge these because I'm going to do it sketch style. So, I don't really care about the eyes looking perfect. Cool. You get it. Shut up! Suck my dick. You see the vision? I want to see if making them bigger will make it look better. Oops, wrong one. There we go. See? Wow. Type shit. I'm gonna look up a reference for disgusted anime. Girl. Because I forgot what the mouths look like. Got it. Yeah, I gave up on not using references. I'm not gonna add a lip line. I'm gonna do that with the colors themselves. Alright. Let me see if furrowed or like... I could do something like that. I could do like a GREMLIN color that's like black hair. I could do that. I could do that. It doesn't matter if the bro's in a bad position because we can move it. Alright, cool. Yeah, it's a horrible position, but see, it doesn't matter. Pog! Do you see the vision? I'm gonna add... Now this is where we start adding this stuff. So I'm gonna add my cheek band-aid, which is always there. I'm gonna be honest, I'm like being more careful than I usually would on art. I'm gonna keep the face and the... Oh, I actually want that on a different layer. I'm gonna keep the eyes separate at the very least. I usually do that for line art. I keep the eyes separate just because it makes it easier to shade. I keep the face separate usually. Cool. I usually go simple on, like, the majority of the outfits for ASMR. Again, it's not like I'm making, like, hundreds of dollars off my ASMR, so it's, like, not reasonable to spend hundreds of hours on the art for the ASMR. Do you know what I mean? Ooh, you know what? I do think that some hair clips would make sense and look good. I'm gonna go similar to what my Gyaru has, but like I'm gonna change it. Like I'm gonna make it more goth style. I'm just gonna have that one. It looks nice. Now, for the outfit, I have no fucking idea. As long as it's black. I was thinking like a long sleeve with a low yo mama. Like no, separate layer. Cool. Ooh, you know what? What if I have the same thing from Lele from the Coffee of Envy and Lele, which is just a fucking... I was gonna make it off the shoulder like this, but what if I had it like this instead? What kind of color would I do? Nah, I'm gonna do it like this. It's hotter. It's hotter like this, and I like fan service, so we're gonna do it like this instead. Alright. I'm gonna keep the shading really simple when we get to it, by the way. Except for the boobs. But yeah. This is not round enough here. Alright, nice. Cool. So this will change the topology of this over here because there's a shirt. There's gonna be a connection there. Because there's a shirt, there's a connection there. I'm gonna move the boob. And then the boob would just be an undershadow thing. Oop. What the fuck? What happened? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's honestly fine. Alright. I'm gonna add the I'm going to add the tummy back, maybe, probably. Maybe. I'm gonna make it more fitted. Give me a second. I want it to be more fitted, actually. So it's be the fold here. All right. Oh. I didn't think about the bottom, by the way, so I don't know what to do for it. I don't know if that looks good or not. Okay, now, another thing is because this squishes now, I'm going to change the boob to squish. Cool. And this, okay, now you're gonna finally find out the reason for this hand pose. Exactly. I kind of have this idea. I'm gonna look up my own references. I know I've done something like this before. Give me a sec. Where the fuck did I draw mini shorts? I know I've drawn mini shorts before. Where the fuck did I draw mini shorts? Grandma's dog. Mother! Yeah, well, I don't remember where I drew mini shorts, so rip. It is what it is. I'm just gonna guess, because I couldn't find my reference. I'm gonna do this because I have an easier time drawing on the right side. Oh, it's raining! Like stormy raining. Oh, that's not rain, that's hail. Oh, if my stream goes out, you know what? Can you even hear it? That is hail. Oh my lord. Can you hear it? Hold on, I'm gonna turn up my gain just and not talk to see if you can hear it, okay? Hold on. I'm not gonna talk, okay? Can you hear the hail, like, hitting against my window? Holy shit, can you hear it? Oh yeah, that is not rain. Can you hear the hail? Oh, I just saw a thunder. Okay, I just saw a thunder strike. If my internet goes out, if my stream goes out, you know why. What the fuck? It started so suddenly. Wait, I want to hear it on stream. Give me a second. Hold on. Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's loud as shit. Yeah, that is hail. Yeah, it literally sounds like shit being thrown out my window. I mean, it is chunks of ice. To be fair. Can you hear it when my gain is not up? Like, can you hear? Yeah, can you hear it when my gain is not up? Just less loud, obviously. Like, can you hear it right now? Jesus Christ. Dog, what? Oh, Canada. You get Hail ASMR.